drop the hammer. Two wide, three wide through the field, four wide down the back straightaway. Holy smokerama, hang on to your hats, race fans. Look at that, down at 3 and 4, a huge conglomeration out of the corner. DeVilbiss in the number 2 spot as we are 2-3 wide racing, clear back through the field. DeVilbiss crossover move in front of Ashby, looking for the race lead off the 183 car down the back straightaway. He's got it into turn number 3. Roy Spielman crosses back over, will take it back away from DeVilbiss or not. Out of turn number 4, look at Alvarado on the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Ricky Alvarado, the WW1, charging his way up for the number 12 spot on the top shelf of the racetrack, and that is top shelf down the back straight. My goodness gracious, what a run for Alvarado. Smooth on the top side, catches up to the back on Zane DeVilbiss, the 18Z car. 2 cars breaking away from 183 as we are still 2 wide and 3 wide through the field. Aaron Spangler locked in that fight back there with Wade Taylor's. Look out, Riley Simmons, or I'm sorry, not Riley Simmons, Sean Reed in the X3 car way high on the racetrack. Alvarado still challenging for the race lead. Pesters to the inside of DeVilbiss. DeVilbiss gets away from him out of turn number 4. Alvarado had to let out the throttle, and right there it shows the crane motor can't pick it up as quick as Zippy D up front. If Alvarado can keep it rolling though, get around Zane DeVilbiss, he's got smooth sailing in front of him. He'd put her under full sail around this 3/8 mile. Further back in the field, look at that, dicing it up. Michael Hale working to the outside of the 183 car. Spielman holding down the number 3 spot for now. Hale working hard behind the wheels. Look out, we got contact. Chris Clark around, Mickey Stubbings, they come together. Clark keeps it moving. Nice little donut for him. Stubbings stopped on the racetrack. Caution flag comes. Throw him into the blender down in turn number 1 and 2 and see what happens. Shuffling around on the racetrack, digging for traction. Casey Delp found something down the inside. He charges towards the front of the field, gets to the inside. Aaron Spangler 3 wide back in the field. Alvarado has his hands full, threads the eye of the needle. What a move by Alvarado. Wow, Roy Spielman down on the inside. Could do absolutely nothing about that. Alvarado swings up high on the racetrack. That was beautiful out of Ricky Alvarado. He's in the number 1 spot. Here comes Ricky Alvarado out of the corner. I feel like giving him a standing ovation for that little move. DeVilbiss in the number 2 spot. Michael Hale's in the number 3 spot. George Ashby is digging around there. Alvarado clean air in front of him. Watch him work the crate down the back straightaway. Behind the 185 of Ashby, the 183 of Spielman. It rattled Spielman's slats so bad, he went for the number 2 spot. Way back through, was on the back stretch. We got him around. One stopped. You see the flames coming out of the exhaust as the unburnt fuel ignites. Do not time, and he was ambushed coming out turn number 4. Alvarado not up to speed quickly. Michael Hale able to get to the inside. Will push him up high on the racetrack. George Ashby pokes the nose in on the inside. Here comes Aaron Spangler. Remember how bad fast he was in his heat race on the slick track. Aaron Spangler put his foot to the mat, and that car leaped up to about the number 2 spot, but unfortunately, bottom side of the racetrack, not the place to be in 3 and 4, and he'll give those spots right back. Alvarado, your race leader, DeVilbiss side by side with Michael Hale. Hale, asphalt racing experience and dirt racing experience. It's got to come into play. Michael Hale, big move into 3. He ran it deep into the corner into 01H car, hanging right with Ricky Alvarado. Alvarado, you got company. Here comes Michael Hale, Zane DeVilbiss. Don't count him out just yet as he's pedaling hard out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Trying to keep it up to speed and hang with Ricky Alvarado up front. Justin Yeager further back in the field and continues to work to the inside of Chase Hansen. Hansen has caught up to Burt Beach. Beach has dropped back through the field. Up front, battle for the race lead. Michael Hale able to challenge the inside Alvarado. Alvarado kept out wide on the racetrack. Michael Hale checks up just a little bit. Alvarado deep into the corner will hang on to it out of turn number 4. Alvarado knows he's got company. Michael Hale, good run out of the corner, right into the inside of Alvarado's. He comes down across the nose. Hale kind of shuts the door on him. Little checkup maneuver there by Alvarado. A nice little block, if you will, on Michael Hale in a 01H car. Totally acceptable. Michael Hale's got to go back, figure out how to storm the castle one more time. DeVilbiss, Ashby, McElroy rounding out those top 5 cars right now. George Ashby's not done yet as DeVilbiss falls in his clutches. As Ashby works to the inside of Zane DeVilbiss in the 18Z car. Zippy D, a little better run into turn number 3, able to get away from Ashby. And you've got to enter turn number 3 up high on the racetrack if you're going to make it work. And Michael Hale does not relent to the outside of Ricky Alvarado. He's got the race lead out of turn number 2. Michael Hale hammered down in front of Ricky Alvarado. You got to be careful, Michael Hale. Don't use up those skins too early. We've got just 13 laps going in the books. 30-lap feature event, not even halfway at this point in time. George Ashby looking to the inside of Zane DeVilbiss. That battle for the number 3 spot. Michael Hale up front trying to check out on the field, and look at Hale. He is hot to trot out of turn number 4 across the stripe. Opened up a 1.5 second lead over Alvarado. Alvarado, a whole lot of company looking to go 3 wide for that number 2 spot. Didn't quite pull it off. George Ashby couldn't make it happen, but Zane DeVilbiss gets by Alvarado. Here comes George Ashby. Ricky Alvarado pokes the nose down towards the inside of the racetrack. Rocks onto the throttle. DeVilbiss is around. Here comes Ashby to the inside. Oh, contact with Alvarado. Knocked him around. Ashby almost rolls the car. Big contact into the wall. Caution, 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 caution. 13 laps in the books at this point in time. Michael Hale, your race leader up front, as we are 3 wide, looking to go 4 wide down the back straightaway. Not going to happen. We're going to stay 3 wide in that position, as if 3 wide isn't good enough. Zane DeVilbiss in the number 2 spot. Here comes the Cowboy, Casey Delp in the 2W car. Got his wings spread, and he is flying around the racetrack right now in the number 3 position. Further back, watch Wade Taylor work to the inside of Chase Hansen. Hansen has come from the back of the field, the 20C car. All the way up to, at this point in time, the number 5 spot if he can get around Taylor. Casey Delp looking strong in the 2W car. He's in the number 2 spot. Ricky Alvarado mowing him down and picking him off. I told you he was going to be a man on a mission. And right now the WW1 car rolls along in the number 12 spot all the way from the back of the field. And here he comes. Michael Hale running away from him, putting the power to the ground in the 01H cars. I watch Ricky Alvarado. He's running into a little bit of a roadblock at this point in time. Hang on to it, Randy Arts. He gets into the side of Wade Taylor there, coming out with 1 and 2. They're still together as we got one around. Riley Simmons spins down in turn number 1 and 2, facing into oncoming traffic so far. There's the cut. McElroy, big charge down the inside for him. Watch Ricky Alvarado. He loves the restarts. He'll pick that bottom side of the racetrack. As we got one slide up high, that is Aaron Spangler up against the wall as he just slid up across the racetrack, had the blinders locked up, and now is nosed into the wall trying to rock it back and forth. Caution flag's going to have to come out as he is in the danger zone down there. Casey Delp made the pass. Unfortunately, we go back to the last scored lap. Away we go. Watching DeVilbiss, bold maneuver there, looking down the inside, just spins the tire zone, slides up across the racetrack. Here comes Casey Delp. He's got the number 2 spot. DeVilbiss will run it deep into turn number 3. Take him side by side, has to check up, crossover, poke down the inside. David Karst is ejected out of the mix in the 33 car. Ricky Alvarado continues to work down low on the racetrack in the WW1 car, trying to keep his foot to the mat as he gets to the inside of Karst. Now Wade Taylor coming out of turn number 2. One trying to clear the racetrack down there into the pit area. Able to make it off. That was the 183 of Spielman as he gets off the racetrack. We stay green flag racing. Now Karst to the inside. Randy Arts making bold maneuvers to the inside of Justin Yeager, able to pick him off. Coming out turn number 2, Chase Hansen still in the number 5 spot right now as your race leader. Michael Hale out of 4. Hale, Delp, DeVilbiss, McElroy, Chase Hansen, and then Randy Arts, who's got places to go and things to do. Here comes the 52 car. Here comes the 33Y Yeager. Arts, that little diamond maneuver down in 1 and 2 worked the last time. Couldn't quite work on Chase Hansen. Watch him reload the gun and pull the trigger again, though, in the 52 car. Mopar digging hard as we lost DeVilbiss there momentarily. Was up in the crumbles in the 18Z car. Not sure what happened there, but he was way off the race line. Michael Hale and Casey Delp well out in front right now as Ricky Alvarado finally makes his way up to the top shelf and will try to carry that momentum and follow Randy Arts to the front. Arts, good run for the 52, a new addiction chassis for him. This year, that's tight. That's real tight. They got through. Oh, man. I thought that was going to go horribly awry with a capital A right there coming out turn number 4, but somehow they pulled it off, and we're 4 wide back in the field. The DeVilbiss down the inside of Ricky Alvarado. Randy Arts, the 52 car, the Mopar coming on strong. Here comes Alvarado to the outside. Squeaks through at the wall, gets to the outside of Arts in the 52. Top side, slides up into the crumbles. That's not going to work. Randy Arts saw the glimpse of the WW1 car. Now he goes high on the racetrack in the 52. Zane DeVilbiss gathers it back together and goes after Ricky Alvarado. Not going to find him. Michael Hale and Casey Delp have checked out on this field. They are way out front right now. A huge lead between themselves and Troy McElroy in the 57 car holding down the number 3 spot. Randy Arts is 4th on the field. Ricky Alvarado rounding out your top 5. Behind him comes DeVilbiss, Chase Hansen, Justin Yeager in the 33. Karsten in the 33 behind him. Wade Taylor in the number 8. Ron Mosier in the 68, the 46 of Burt Beach, the 91 of Brody Spangler. Rocking and rolling around there. Dustin Hansen, the 20D car, way low on the racetrack as he tries to work up through the field. Unfortunately, he's mired at the back. Your race leaders across the stripe, that was lap number 26 going into books. Casey Delp so close yet so far away on Michael Hale. That battle for the race lead is Delp giving her everything he's got in a 2W car. Michael Hale just too slippery for him. Gets away down into 1 and 2. They are going to run into lap traffic. Now it's going to get real interesting before it's all said and done. Lap number 27 into books. 3 laps remain in this 30-lap feature event. Further back, Ricky Alvarado just can't get her moving to run down Arts in the 52 cars. Your race leaders out of the corner across the stripe. That is lap number 28. White flag coming out the next time by for Michael Hale, and he will definitely have to work through lap traffic. Delp has got to see that as well, coming up with a plan. It may not be a great plan, but it's got to be some kind of plan. As they are quickly running down Dylan Hatch in a 52H car. There's the white flag. Final time around the racetrack. Who's it going to be? The hometown hero, Casey Delp, or Michael Hale, the Utah runner in a 01H car as they work into lap traffic. Checkered flag going to come out. Delp gave up a tremendous amount of distance. Watch this through 3 and 4. Not going to catch Hale. Michael Hale picks up the win here on night number 2. Casey Delp in the number 2.